like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. McAllister, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On second down now, McAllister, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Vick. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw, Vick. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
We got this.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Vick to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
And the Titans' 1st down.
Vick operating on 1st down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the 24, Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Third and long for Vick. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here's Michael Vick. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Nice move at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
On set. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
They run on first down with Jackson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 59 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, a run with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Odell Beckham. 33 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vick. And an alley to run. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. Their stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Rick Rock. TikTok. West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got it! Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D. Here
On first down, McAllister. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, McAllister.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Watch the sled, watch the sled.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Odell Beckham, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Next will score Titans 7. Our home team, nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On second down, this is Jackson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down now. It's Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second and 11 now. Vick. Over the middle to Beckham. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. McAllister. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Come on, set. Time to end it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Vick buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Check right 27. Check right 27. Here we go.
From the gun, Vick. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Check three. Get the six. Bullet. Watch the twins.
So here's Vic following the interception. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd and 10, Vic under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check mark 27. Check mark 27.
Operating from the gun, Vic. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Jackson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they'll send out their punter now. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Watch out for him on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, Vick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's Vick. Caught left side. It's Beckham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick. It's caught by OBJ. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. First down, Vick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, no. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike 27, let's go. Win championships, baby. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
52 the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Operating from the gun. Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Lawrence Taylor, his 2nd sack of the night. Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Hill on the return. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Yellow, yellow. Our home team, nothing.
Easy. Attack. Let's go.
Gurley again here on first down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. He's checking.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The 40, 30, 10, 5. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better keep Come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. With hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't
be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is taken at his 4. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set, ready, go to base. Let's pick up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They'll run on first down. McAllister, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, Vick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down, 18 Gator. Hey, let's get that home.
Following the interception, Young. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Vick now. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
Look at me. Zip up, 2.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
23 yards on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point splits the uprights, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Steve Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to get... This one back to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Michael Vick. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppy. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Vick, you never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Vick's throw there incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Polardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And Young's throw there incomplete. Bo Jackson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, normally you and I would have gone through our season predictions before Week 1, but Hurricane Dorian prevented us from doing that last week. So let's go ahead and hear them, your division winners and then the Super Bowl.
Okay, let's start in the AFC. New England in the East. Tennessee in the South. Pittsburgh in the North. And Kansas City out West.
Okay, so I'm with you on 3 of the 4, but I'm going to... This is caught at the 20. A big play there. 49 yards.
Ready.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Dancing to his... And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Vick. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. But with that incompletion, I want to get some early season predictions from you because I love to do that, and I like to hold you to what you say later in the year. How about MVP and Defensive Player of the Year predictions from you, Mr. Davis?
Well, it could be the same person if I chose Aaron Donald, couldn't it? Because the last couple of years, he's been the defensive.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. To try again after the sack, Vick. Room past the 20, and he slides to avoid the hit. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Check 9, check 9. Kill.
From the gun, Vick steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Number 88, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check three. You go tight. You got tight.
To throw again. Vick. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
No. Switch. Hey, alert three. Hey, lucky.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready, set. Greystone, travel. Hey, box truck. Shoot.
They'll try to throw now. Young buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might lock it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. On 1st down, Jackson. And he coughed it up. And that might be Titan football. It is. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Mike's 50. Hey, come on now. Kill. Check. It's free. Twist.
Looking to throw again on second down. Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off at the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 34-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He fights him off. It's a loss of 14 that time. And that'll bring up a third down and very long.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, this is Jackson. Pushing his way through, and he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 27-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run here with both. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Young throwing on fourth down. Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first up.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
On 4th down, Vick. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Vick to the air again. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Michael Vick. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Championships, all my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym, jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody. Anybody take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play.